for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Rams going up against the 49ers.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And now running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And this is Selleck here with the grab. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's 30 yards now on the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run, able to pick up something there, being physical running the football, but I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. play fake here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Earl Mitchell coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Goff now to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. It's Johnny Hecker now, an all-pro 3 of the last 4 years on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hyde. Space to maneuver at the 40. Carlos Hyde, see you later. 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
First down, a run with Hyde. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
On second down, Hyde takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On first down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, holding on to the football is a big problem for the 49ers last year. Shouldn't surprise any of us, right? When you're 2-14, you probably will lead the league in fumbles as they did. How about they have 15 last year?
15 of them, yep, and a 2-14 record, kind of indicative. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Hyde. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Complete here, it's Hyde. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one complete, left side to Green Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down, here's Garoppolo. This is caught by Green Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go. 4 down, check. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So 1:56 to play in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd going to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. There's the first catch as a 49er for Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Let's go, Billy. Here we go, landed. Over. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Over.
They'll give to Hyde. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Garoppolo. They go screen pass to Hyde. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Garoppolo on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pierre Garçon in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've hit halftime here and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a first down throw, gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Malcolm Smith able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Out of the gun. Gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And it got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Goff on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tavon Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Green, 39. Green. On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. On now, lucky 56.
They run with Hyde. He's been the bell cow tonight. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Now Austin. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Play fake here on 1st down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Again, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Here we go now. Let's go. Here we go. Land it.
They'll run for it. Hyde going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Room here to run. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver in Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
First down, Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garcon. And he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Following a fumble recovery, Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! 3-19!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Garoppolo got to have this this one. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Carry number 20 here for Hyde. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. Back to throw. Pass incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it, that spot.
He'll look to throw. This one complete, left side to Green Beckham. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that leads to a San Francisco first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll look to throw. This is caught by Green Beckham. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. Detroit, Detroit. Over. All right, here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Handoff comes to Hyde. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dominic Easley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final try now for Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Los Angeles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.